what other businesses or things are you involved in? I noticed you have a foundation that you've started.
Yeah, man. Gosh, over the years, I've gotten to myself into quite a bit of things. We have a non-for-profit that we've done for maybe 8 years.
Right.
We serve individuals with special needs, and we essentially work to get them um, free gym memberships. That's like the simplest way of explaining it.
Yeah.
We do a lot more than just pay for people's memberships, and help create programs and educate coaches, um, and we don't have just a local focus. We very much so have a regional and national focus with some of the work that we do and the partnerships that we have. Um, I have my gym. We are co-owners in a coffee company called Strong Coffee, um, which has been around for like 5-ish years. I do that with my friend Adam von Rothfelder, wonderful dude. If you've never heard of him, um, he's really, really creative and just intelligent guy. Um, and just wears a lot of different hats. He's been a Versace model. He was a professional fighter. He was a union electrician. He
Wow.
is just absolute hustler and has created multiple brands. And so I partnered up with him on a couple projects. I work with companies like Organifi. I work with a company called Vitruvian. I do both like some consulting work with them and some content creation. And mostly anymore, honestly, like I have like equity partners in most of my deals anymore. And this would honestly even be a good, people have told me I should do this for younger athletes, like help educate younger athletes. So that I was actually just even watching whatever David Beckham's thing is on Netflix.
Yeah.
My mom was watching it, and I walked through, and him and Victoria were talking about how, like, one day you're not going to be able to play soccer. One day you're not going to be the hottest chick on the planet anymore. There's going to be someone way hotter than you, and there's going to be someone who plays soccer way better than you. So just like being able to set your future up a little bit more, diversify yourself, and find companies that you love and want to work with, and align with your values. Earlier on in my career, I would say yes to almost anyone because I needed the money. Um, it didn't take long for me though to figure out that I didn't like that. I didn't like that feeling. I felt like a sellout, and that didn't sit well with me. So anymore now, I pretty much just I become a customer of something that I really love and adore, and because of what I've accomplished in the sport, I'm able to leverage my likeness, if you will. Not a big fan of that word, to help promote brands and build brands, and get oftentimes some equity in companies in regard in trade for helping make them known.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoy that. I love helping build brands, especially ones that I am a customer of or was a customer of. And most of the companies that I work with today, I was a customer first, a paying legitimate customer. Sometimes I reach out and I'm like, yo, let's work together. And sometimes they reach out and it's like, awesome. Like it's cool to know that you guys like me because I like you too. Let's work together. So yeah, man, like the Vitruvian one's really, really cool. We got some awesome, awesome stuff happening there. Unfortunately, I can't talk about too much of it. But it's this like little, you can kind of see it behind me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is an entire home gym, like an entire home gym. That thing has more weights in it than you and I can even move. Um,
It's on a flat,
it's
right?
yeah. I mean, you can do everything on that, and it is just an incredible piece of machinery, and um, like really enjoy working with that. And it's kind of fun to have some stuff and projects that are like in the space but not in the space. Like these guys don't really know anything about CrossFit, so like it's fun to be able to like kind of bridge that gap. um and then it's yeah, i I enjoy doing that. I enjoy bridging the gap. I enjoy helping build brands. um I enjoy partnering with just awesome people who have similar values and want to just do good things for not just themselves but other people. I mean, it's fun to like make something successful and fruitful, but it's probably more badass in my opinion to be able to like just to put good stuff out there that is going to enrich people's lives and uh, improve the quality of their lives and make more freedom and time for them, and maybe even help them save money by just replacing a certain, like for instance, like our coffee thing.
Mm.
My wife would go to whatever Starbucks or whatever local coffee shop and spend, you know, $6 to $8 on a drink every single day. And whereas she can, whether we're talking about like some sort of um, powder drink from Organifi or from Strong Coffee, she's able to make and have a similar experience at with higher quality ingredients for half the cost, oftentimes significantly less than even half the cost. I That makes me feel good. I
Yeah.
like knowing that I'm making something that can replace something someone is already doing, and it's going to be of higher quality, and it's going to save them money, and it's going to save them time. Now all of a sudden she's not waiting in line for a drink, she's not spending twice the amount of money, and she's putting real food ingredients into her body. um, that makes me feel really good about what I'm doing, and doing to, you know, to make money. So I get stoked on that type of stuff.
Well, and doing what you love and doing what you believe in, the the Lord provides. You know, that's really all there is to that. I had a a journey of chasing money for quite a while, and you know, faith's always been important to me in my life. But you know, you're young, you're trying to establish yourself, you're trying to figure out what's meaningful in life. And you know, my wife and I went through a real hard time in our marriage a couple of years ago, and it's funny because literally like a week before we started going through all that was I realized I had taken my family for granted. You know, we had kids young, and you know, I was trying to establish myself as well as like provide for a family. And you learn quickly through scenarios like that, or you know, as you start to age, what's meaningful. And you could be making all the money in the world, but if you're not doing something you believe in, doing something you love, that fulfills you, and able to share it with people you love, what's the point?